Hi, I'm Alison Melley, and I'm here to tell you about how I use Perusall in my courses. So imagine a large section of an asynchronous online course where students say at the end of the year that they felt like they were a part of a learning community, that they enjoyed getting to know other students, and they felt like their professor was frequently present in their course. Yes, you can facilitate this. Now, you might be thinking, no, my workload is soul crushing right now. Don't give me something else to do. I'm here to tell you about a tool that will allow you to spend your time discussing concepts with your students instead of grading. It works well in small and medium and large classes, in asynchronous, synchronous, face-to-face, hybrid, HiFlex, any modality that you wish. Perusall is an online tool. It's developed to encourage students to interact and read and annotate course materials that come to their live in-person classes more prepared. The setup is really straightforward. Perusall does machine grading for you. If you haven't explored it yet, I encourage you to give it a try. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about how I'm using it in some different, possibly more innovative ways in addition to the annotation of the course materials. So today I'm going to focus on how I replaced my discussion board entirely in my asynchronous online courses with a discussion assignment and with active learning in those courses. So here's an example of how I do the discussions. I just moved the questions I had in discussion boards into a PDF and uploaded it into Perusall. So this is a section of developmental psychology undergraduate where we read a graphic novel, and then in our discussions we try to apply the concepts we're learning in the textbook to the graphic novel. So in the PDF here where it's highlighted, you can see each one of these highlights is attached to a comment over here by a student. So the purple one is the active comment, and these comments are related to this question here. So in general, the discussion prompt is go ahead and read in your textbook, watch the lecture, and then apply these things to your own life and to the main character of our graphic novel. And then discussion happens over here, and it happens in a very organic way. It's a little bit more intuitive than the way that a lot of discussion boards are set up, and it does allow for a little bit more casual discussion among students and with you. So you can jump in there too and reply and discuss. And again, it's machine graded for engagement so that your time is spent discussing with students rather than worrying about whether they met the word count on your discussion board. So this is the example for the active learning. This is for an introductory psychology course. And this is where, for the research methods chapter, where we just give an example of how, of a study, and they're asked to identify the research design, the independent variable, the dependent variable. And so we have a lot of these problem-solving type activities in here as a PDF, and then students get in and discuss and problem solve together around those issues. So again, back and forth, oh, I have the answer to your question, and oh, I forgot that part in the reading. So quite a bit of back and forth like that, and then also some really meaningful discussion about the topics. And you can grade it for completion. You can grade it for quality of their comments and how much time they spent in there, or you can not grade it at all, depending on how you want to use Perusall. So I found that this is a really wonderful tool for community building, for inclusivity, and for student engagement. If you want to increase those things in your courses, I really recommend giving this a try. If you would like to check it out, learn more about Perusall in general, but then also perhaps create a community among other instructors to share ideas. I've created a course on Perusall. You can use this information to enroll in the course as a student, and then we can share ideas, and if you tag me and ask a question, then I can get notified by it and I'll respond to you for it. So I hope to see you there, and thanks again for coming to my talk.